sight. Hold my baby squid, keep them out of sight. Talking about my life, government stay away. If you drive, I'ma do it my own way. Squid in the ocean, swimming all alone. Ain't nobody telling me where to go. Living free, gotta stay true to myself. No need for interference from anyone else. Squid pro quo, that's the way to be. Living on my terms, setting myself free. I'ma to my baby, protecting with my no government intrusion. I control my life.
Hey guys, it's Squid. Welcome back to the channel. I need your help. I know. Do you want to see fancy? This is how I'm going to make sure I don't screw this up. So, hope everybody is doing well tonight. Hey Cynthia, hey Flash Fan, Harry, Paul, Nancy. What the hell is Get Swamped? I don't know. Both Kathys, Kathy with a K and Kathy with a C. How are you guys? Tammy Clark. How are you, Clark? So this is completely random. My dad sent me a new camera for Christmas, and I'm setting it up, and I'm like, instead of me trying to mess with settings and go, how does that look? I'm not sure I like this auto. It's weird. So I'm like, yeah. Oh, also, I need y'all's help. Mainly the sports ball people. Yeah, that's going to annoy me though. So I'm not sure. Like, I've never used this. I literally just plugged it in and turned it on, downloaded the app, and I'm trying to use both headphones because Mr. Squid and I were in the car talking, and we were talking about the house that we looked at today, and he's like, that room is really small and you're really loud when you stream. So he's like, I can hear you even with the bedroom TV on over the TV. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to try to not be as loud. So I'm thinking maybe if I put both headphones in. Yeah. And yeah, my light is the light in here is just so harsh. So I have a small lamp and I have my ring light, but the lighting setup will be, yeah, I really don't like that auto zoom thing. When we move, because they're selling the house we live in and we're looking for a house to buy, when we get a house, the lighting will be different. This lamp is going to go back in baby Squid's room where it belongs, and I am going to actually get a lamp for myself. But if we get this house that we looked at today, it is, and the little one ran away with the box, so hold on. Whoopsie, and that's what's the problem right there, is it like goes to random places, and that's what I don't like. So hold on a second, let me fix it. And this is what I hate. I'm not a fan of this, and I don't know how to fix it yet. So y'all can see my stuff. And I can't make it work. Oh, there we go. It's going to be weird like that. I might need you for tech support. This is literally just new. Like, it's an instant link. Like, I've never used it before. This is way fancy for me, so we're gonna learn together. Oh yeah, the box was on the other side, but when I moved and it tracked me and it couldn't track me anymore, it went down and you could see like down here. So we're gonna learn this together. And we're going to I don't know if I like the AI tracking. Oh, that is much better. That is so much better. Like I don't want to yeah, the clarity sounds great. So for you it's blurry because for me it's not. Yeah, it's kind of trippy, but I'm not sure if I like it as far as like the every time I move, and since I talk with my hands, I don't want it trying to focus on my hands all the time. But like I can easily show you guys like my messy house. There's my other Christmas gift from my dad. It's a oh, you have this exact camera slug? Yeah, so you can see my messy house. DM me the StreamYard. Okay, hold on. Like I said, guys, this was impromptu, and you can see my thanks Hong Kong Hero for the $2 super chat. Now with more HDs. Oh my god. Oh, that's true. It's I don't know. All right, hold on, Slug. Let me go back to. Oh, Cynthia, sorry, you just made me crack up laughing with that comment. Doo-doo. There we go. I was like, I had to. Hey, expert, how are you? Yeah, I hate auto tracking too. I remember your camera did it one time, and you were like, "How do I fix this? I hate it. It sucks." And I'm also like not liking that it's so we gotta. It's weird. It's zoomed in. Like we're gonna. Yeah, you can see my everything I got going on. Whiteboard mode for presentations. Focus on squaring off the whiteboard for clarity. Let's see if it does anything. See, it even has like overhead view and like that scares me. So we're just gonna not zoom in though, because you can see every like. Ugh, it's not working. Thanks, Slug.
Hey, hi, howdy. So, do you have the Insta360 Link software installed?
Yup, it's open. I'm looking at it right here.
So, when you open it up, there are multiple things. Do you see the view effects more options in the top right?
Yep.
So for effects, I usually leave all of that on auto and I handle my lighting with like my own custom lights where I can make it bright, I can make it red, I could go full demon mode, stuff of that nature. But
aren't you in full demon mode all the time?
I will be if this new depot gets released and if certain people are at it, I might return to demon mode beyond a shadow of a doubt.
So nobody else can get added to the federal complaint because the deadline to amend it was Wednesday, which is when everybody
they
else got
already
added.
put in the amendment.
Yeah.
So we have 2 weeks to see it, but that's another thing. Now, when it comes to the camera, best bet, go to more. If you want to turn off the AI tracking, you see where it says gesture?
Yeah.
Turn that off.
And there's a thing across the bottom where it says AI tracking too, and I clicked that off. So
Oh yeah.
it was just
Like
it was just
sometimes
weird.
I I like to be a goofy goober, and I'll just be like, ah, yes, chaos.
Once again, sometimes, I mean,
Or I could just do something like that where my stupid little thing pops up and does its effects. But I like to zoom in, have my little memes. And under view adjustment, you can have preset like view angles like here. Stuff
no.
like that. Yeah.
See, it's trying to get it where it like
Yeah. And then
I
under
don't feel
preset.
so, because like you can
Oh yeah. I could
see that I
easily
need my
just be
eyebrows
like,
waxed.
I'm like, look into my pores, chat. Look
You can
into
see
my
the
pores.
freckles. Like nobody
Chat,
needs
are
to see
you enjoying my pores? I'm enjoying my pores. Look at them. Stuff of that nature. But
Yeah, no one needs to see that I had a zit the other day.
chat, we are going to now be counting how many zits Squid has had, and we will only count them through super chats. If you do not, you will be executed for your crimes.
See, and that's the thing. I know
Exactly.
I know you can't talk about certain things just due to certain reasons, but just a general statement, the people that call me a grifter, I ever I don't did, I just bring people on here who grift for me.
So
Or
here's
like
the thing. I cannot talk about Mr. Hales nor stuff of that nature. I can talk about other people.
I know, but I just don't want to have you talk about any of it and then, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like most I'll do is just cover the deposition and like
Oh.
if any court documents, because a lot of it's crazy.
Hold that thought. There was somebody informed me about something today, and I have to look at it myself. But no, oh yeah, that's always the thing. That's the going thing. But it's just funny because I am like the worst grifter, so it's just funny to me.
Sometimes you got to make sure you make enough human sacrifices, you get all of like the random fish collected, stuff of that nature.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I laugh when people call me things because I'm literally like you are grifting for me. Like
You suck at grifting.
I do. I do. So it's really funny that people call me a grifter because I suck at it.
Damn it.
I am
I have the
horrible.
gestures turned off.
The only grifting that I'm good at is ad revenue and making sure that I monetize my streams. That's the only thing I'm good at. Yes, I have it right here.
Oh, I looked over that. If you want me to stay around and go over it with you, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure. Remember, chat, everyone, send energy drinks for Squid so she can exist.
Not energy drinks. Hold on. Let me share the different. Like, I didn't. I shared the window instead, and I don't want to give everybody my.
Oh, Lord.
Not that there's a lot, but it's my tab by, my bookmarks bar, and I don't want people to see what bookmarks I have.
Chat,
yes,
she has like very muscular men that are bookmarked. I saw it, and I'm just like, Squid, put it on a different browser. Come on.
No, but it's like the app to my what mortgage place we're using with finance company, stuff like that.
Mortgage.
Yes, we went to look at a house today, so I have to learn to stay quiet when I stream.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So hopefully, if the backyard has no landscaping yet, so Mr. Squid from a former career knows all about like water drainage and things. So he was like analyzing the property, and he needs to have a couple questions answered. But I'm really hoping that we can put an offer on it. and just
You could
get
always
out of
make like
here.
a human sacrifice. We could sacrifice Georgie. It
She
would be
don't get
so
you for that
worth
one.
it.
But what I'm going to do, no, Roy, that's on my phone, not my computer. Just saying.
See, Squid gets it. Keep it on your phone, not on your computer. The phone has higher quality screens than all that. We're in demon time. Chat, we're on demon time now.
I don't even know where that came from.
Pornography.
Roy,
Any stream I
So-
go on, it's pure
so-
chaos.
this house that we live in now might be old and outdated and need a lot of upgrades and need, new things, but it's over 2,000 square feet.
2,000 square feet of hidden porn bookmarks. Got it.
This new house, or this house that we looked at today, is only like 1,350. So it's super tiny, but it's on
It's a
an
downgrade,
acre and
though.
but it's on an acre and a half and it's brand new.
Yeah, but do you go outside that often?
Yeah. I live in Georgia. It was 60 degrees today. Come on.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your disability.
So Slug is weird. I got a new camera.
I'm
We're
a
trying to
menace.
fix it. And also, okay, so we're just gonna get into this real quick.
Okay.
Jeremy Hills versus John Cook and et al. Order the matter before the court on defendant's motion to preclude plaintiff from publishing or sharing depositions, document 38. Plaintiff has responded in opposition, document 46. No hearing is necessary. The matter is ripe for resolution. Discussion. In their motion, defendants appear to be seeking a protective order that would, 1, prevent plaintiff from posting on social media videos of defendant's depositions in this case, and 2, prevent plaintiff from publicly releasing transcripts of any depositions in this case. With respect to the issue of plaintiff sharing videos of defendant's depositions, the court would note that defendants have yet to be deposed in this case, and the court is unaware of any depositions being video recorded so far in this case. I mean,
I'm
I
not
love
I'm
this
not
judge.
I'm
I love
not
this
like a
judge.
legal expert or anything, but I'm like, no, these people really think that their where video is going to be involved with this?
This right here. There aren't any video of federal depositions. I don't think that's raw. Like I've never seen but I've never seen anybody ask for a federal deposition to be recorded either. So like, yeah.
I've never
Please
seen
think this is a
court.
great thing for them. The judge is aware of Jeremy Hills and his ties.
As someone who's kind of been on both sides at this point, started out on the lease, now kind of trying to survive.
You're just like me. You're just stuck. You're a casualty of war, so to speak.
I don't even get the cool like missing arm or leg. I just get paranoia. What the fuck? But
Yeah, nothing federal is filmed.
yeah, I'm still kind of.
And here's the thing, before I even read any more of this about the Jeremy releasing the deposition transcript. Jeremy doesn't release the deposition transcript. The deposition transcript is on the docket and released by the court. And Jeremy just gets it the same way everybody else does.
Through pigeons, right?
Oh yeah, those carrier pigeons that take the deposition from the computer to his house.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. You just tie like maybe 4 to 5 pigeons to like a stack of papers and you're like, fuck it, fly.
They were bragging about this earlier. Damn, they stupid. See, and this is the time when you're named in a lawsuit. This is the time where you want to stop talking.
I know. It's crazy. Like, even a few days ago, that stream they had.
And see, I don't know, because I've asked people tell me things, And I've literally asked everybody, don't send me clips unless one, I either ask for specific things to use in a video, like I did when I did the ethics video with what's his face, and two,
Bob.
they talk or threaten baby squid.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the only time that I ever want to know. Other than then, I don't really care.
I just know
Yeah,
because I
how do you like?
transcribe stuff.
Yeah, and the fact that they think that's illegal and like sue worthy is hilarious.
It's so weird. I barely do anything. I just transcribe and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with that for the day. Then I go build like a Lego set or I walk my dogs. I have a bulldog puppy I gotta take care of. Like,
Oh, it's just funny. And like I know, okay, this is going back a ways, but the memorial that somebody supposedly stole, they do realize that there were 2 hurricanes that went through that area.
exactly.
And
Like,
I'm sorry, I live in East Georgia, and we got like my neighborhood. Y'all can go back in my channel and look at my Hurricane Helene damage tour of my neighborhood. That's what Helene did to my neighborhood a few hundred miles inland. So in Otter Creek, which was pretty much near the eye and the landfall site, do you think a tiny ass little memorial survived 100-mile-an-hour winds? I don't think so.
I don't
So
either.
the fact that
Like,
they make it, so the fact that people in their chat actually believed that somebody stole it, it's like, tell me you've never been in a hurricane without telling me.
apparently, like, how? I've never really been in a hurricane, but I'm able to kind of just be like, huh? And understand that one, hurricanes have fast winds, and not everything survives fast winds.
Yeah, hold on. Let
And
me.
and yes, I got my soundboard.
That's my next thing, but house first, soundboard second. And I also need to get when I get my new setup or when I get a room to actually make a permanent setup that I own, I'm gonna get the sound tiles, but I'm also gonna get like
Make
a
sure you
screen.
glue those things on properly. I have sound tiles and those fuckers fell off. I'm like, damn it.
And
People can hear me yelling about hot Latinas.
I'm gonna get sound tiles, but I'm also gonna get like a screen to go behind me so that when I am loud, you can't hear me outside of, you know, because
All of your neighbors are like, this
no,
woman's yelling
well,
about like blowing bubbles and doing things of this nature, being
well,
like a furry.
the house that we would get if we get this house has like no hallway, so it's like all 3 bedrooms are like pretty close together,
Hmm.
and I would take one that's the farthest away, but it's the smallest, and we wouldn't make it a guest room. It would be more like an office. So anybody who comes to visit us has to stay in a hotel. Sorry, guys. But
Ah,
um, but at the same time, like I would make Mr. Squid would have his half of the room with his desk and his setup, and I would have my setup. But I would make like a screen to kind of soundproof myself because I know I can get loud. So you know,
well, yeah, you're like 4'1".
5'1", but thank you. I'm
Same
5'3".
thing.
I was 5'3", but I'm shrinking.
Well,
I
yeah,
thought you
that's
had to
what
be.
happens when you're old.
All right, let's get back into this, shall we?
Either chat will kill me or Squid will kill me. You never know.
I need but when I do get a permanent spot and like we figure out finances, because if we get this house, we have to buy a refrigerator. So now I don't need baby squid banana funds. Now I need refrigerator funds. Like
Fridge
all
funds
the
are great.
all the super chats that don't go back into the channel, um, like paying for StreamYard and stuff like that. All of that stuff that doesn't go right back into the channel either goes for baby squid toys, food, or a house. So like everything is not going to waste. Like I haven't had my hair cut since August. I need my eyebrows waxed. Like, I don't have the
I
funds
can't
for that.
tell at all.
Yeah, you can when you zoom in on this camera. Like, but every
Like the
super
highest
chat will.
quality, though, the highest quality you can really show on StreamYard is 720p.
Do you
So it
regret
doesn't
sending?
matter.
I like this. Do you regret sending Slug a link yet? No. But okay, let's get
Yes, chat. I have special effects.
oh boy.
This shit would work.
Nonetheless,
There we
defendants
go.
are concerned that if plaintiff does video record their depositions, then he may post these videos online in an attempt to embarrass or harass them. Okay, my thing with that phrase is post the videos online to embarrass or harass them by their own actions. Like, he's not saying anything. You did it. Like Lynette's deposition that Megan and Tug played and, other people played.
Yeah.
That was her own words. Like, they didn't embarrass her with anything but her own words and actions. Like, if you are embarrassed by seeing yourself on camera, you need to change yourself. Like,
I'm stuck
if
looking
I
the
got,
way I am. What do you mean
well,
change myself?
I mean actions, like getting people who get drunk on a stream and then go, oh crap, I'm embarrassed that I was that way. It was like, well, you're embarrassed not because the person filmed it, but because you did something stupid. So it's an internal issue and not somebody else's problem. It's the
But how could I make money off of that?
So if y'all see me like doing extra streams or, doing some weird crap for the grift, it's because I need money for a refrigerator.
She's not going to buy a fridge. She's going to try and buy like 43 electric scooters. I could see Squid like duct taping them all together, being like, I am the scooter mother. Fear me. Fear me. But this whole
All right.
like motion to be like, oh, we want a gag order. I'm like,
But
why?
the funny thing is they talk just as much, if not more. Jeremy does videos every day, but they're about different things. They're not.
He does
just about
do
this.
like some clickbait, but still.
Dennis, thank you for the $10 super chat. Not much, but for the fridge, thank you.
True.
It's either going for the fridge for this house or a down payment on a more expensive house, because this one's within our budget, but so that's one of the reasons I'm busting my ass and saving every dime we can so that
I
we
could
have
see you guys doing a van life thing. Just get a big ass school bus and renovate it into one of those houses.
Puddletown. I think Fred is pretty responsible and would buy a fridge. Yeah, after the hurricane, when people were not super chatting me because I wasn't monetized at that time, but when people were sending me cash apps and stuff, it's literally, I showed you my fridge. My fridge had no food in it. My deep freezer had no food in it. So like everything y'all sent me went to feeding my family. Like I need like Botox and weight loss stuff and things like that. But
Well,
for
the
right
weight
now,
loss stuff is always like exercise.
well, yeah, but my problem is food. So I need like,
Oh yeah.
but like all the,
That could be turned into content, Squid.
it does. I do. I used to do Motivation Mondays where every Monday morning at like 9 a.m.
Streams. Cooking streams.
Yeah, I need to get back on Kudo.
Kudo
Keto.
or keto?
Keto.
What the fuck is kudo?
I almost said kudos. All right, let's get. Those kudos bars from like the 90s? Those things were awesome.
They sucked.
They were so good. The M&M's ones were so good.
Dunkaroos, gang. Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos were pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'm a 90s kid. I'm an 80s baby. Yes. Bananas are very important to baby Squid. Yes.
I support giving energy drinks. That is a joke. I can't believe I have to say and label the jokes, but that was a joke.
I know when they're jokes because I just ignore them and move on.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back into this. Defendant's argument presupposes that the depositions will be video recorded. Footnote 1. Under Rule 30b-3a, quote, unless the court orders otherwise, deposition testimony may be recorded by audio, audiovisual, or stenographic means. Federal Rules of Civil Procedure.
Several.
30. Shut up. I wasn't planning on streaming or reading this tonight, so 30b-3a.
Well, I always assume everyone can read.
Emphasis added. So my two greatest fears in life are public speaking and reading in public.
So you decided to do live streams? Reading court documents? Okay, chat, we know she is a masochist and she does not have a survival sense. For someone so short, she forgot she cannot read.
No, whenever I see that FRCP, I want to say Florida Rules of Civil Procedure because that's what that is ingrained into my brain from all the Florida cases that I've been covering lately.
FERCUP?
Given this unique Stop picking on me.
I'm not picking on you. I'm just noticing. Yeah, this is just two siblings trying to do a stream and learn how to read. It's not my fault I'm tall.
Slug being a meanie.
Exactly, Dennis.
Let's do that. Don't worry, guys. I'm muting him and he keeps unmuting himself.
I know the buttons.
Oh boy. All right. Where was I? Given the unique circumstances and history of this case, the court hereby orders otherwise under Rule 30b-3a. All depositions in this case shall be recorded by stenographic means only. Footnote 2. No party may record a deposition by audio or video means without prior approval from the court. And prior approval will not be granted unless the moving party shows good cause to believe stenographic recording would be insufficient. The court will now discuss defendant's argument that plaintiff should be prohibited from publicly releasing any deposition transcripts. Generally speaking, a party may do what it wants with the material obtained through the discovery process, as long as it wants to do something legal. Here's the local products company. All right, footnote 1. It's the court's understanding that plaintiff has yet to notice the defendant's depositions. Footnote 2. This order does not prevent a court reporter from using an audio recorder as a backup for the stenographic recording. Such as backup audio recording, however, shall not be released to the parties absent an order of the court. All right, Rule 26C, however, authorize a district court to issue a protective order that limits the use of discovery information in certain circumstances. The party seeking a protective order bears the burden of showing good cause. Chicago Tribune v. Bridgestone Firestone, Inc., 11th Circuit, 2001. The moving party must meet this burden with a particular and specific demonstration of fact, distinguished from stereotypes and conclusory statements.
I'm being nice.
Ekakudo v. Federal Express, 11th Circuit, 2011. He likes the 11th Circuit.
Maybe he just likes the number 11.
A district court has wide discretion in managing discoveries, including the decision of whether to issue a protective order. Farnsworth v. Procter & Gamble, 11th Circuit, 1985. Here, defendants express concern that plaintiffs or others will use the deposition transcripts in an attempt to embarrass or criticize defendants. Defendants' argument is general in nature and is unsupported by the citation to any legal authority. Such general claims of potential embarrassment or criticism are insufficient to show good cause to issue a protective order. Maldonado v. Johnson, North District of Florida, June 6, 2023. Refusing to grant a protective order preventing publication of deposition information because general statements of potential embarrassment were insufficient. See also News and Info, Inc. v. Rovella. Hey, he didn't use the 11th Circuit. The mere fact that some level of discomfort or even embarrassment may result from the dissemination of defendant's deposition testimony is not in of itself sufficient to establish good cause in support of the issuance of a protective order. Thus, the court will not issue a protective order preventing plaintiff from publicly releasing deposition transcripts at this time. The court reserves the right to later issue such a protective order if the circumstances change. Conclusion: because no videotape depositions will occur in this case, absent court approval, defendant's motion, document 38, is denied as moot to the extent that it seeks an order prohibiting plaintiff from posting video of defendant's depositions in this case. And because the defendants have not shown good cause, defendant's motion, document 38, is denied without prejudice to the extent it seeks an order prohibiting plaintiff from publicly releasing deposition transcripts in this case. Zachary Belitho. Like, Bubbles denied. Did he actually think that that motion was going to be approved?
That just felt like one of the, it feels like when your mom is telling you, no, you cannot put your tongue in the electrical outlet. There is electricity and it will hurt. Stop.
I love this name. Yeety McYeterson. That's something I'd say. And the two fleas think this is a win for them. Well, the interesting thing about it is that they would stop Jeremy from releasing the transcripts, but they would sit and talk about them.
Yeah.
They would sit for hours and talk about them. So it's like, it's a one-way thing.
Like if I'm going to play devil's advocate, I have the demon mode light on. There we go. All red.
I always play devil's advocate. So
yeah, like if they really wanted to make the point of, oh, this is a win. Oh, we want the gag order. If they got the gag order, would they still have content? That's the thing. Like, would they follow that gag order? Because, like, the only way to do a proper gag order is to do it for everyone instead of just one person.
That's true.
Because,
and what happens if he did that and they kept talking? They dig themselves a deeper hole. And this judge doesn't seem to like Bubbles. Does not. Does not.
I've noticed that too, but it's so bad. This is all the behavior I've seen is something that maybe I would do if I was back in high school and somehow got a hold of alcohol and being a belligerent individual. Like a lot of the behavior that I've seen is just not okay. Now, am I claiming that Bruce is a certain way? No, I'm just giving my opinion.
Yeah, and this is all my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. This is a layperson trying to view this as a jury member.
I'm just a YouTuber.
Apparently, I'm a YouTuber too. That's still weird.
Yeah. There's a whole thing of letting like retirees use YouTube now as a way of enrichment. So they started letting people like you in the nursing homes go on YouTube.
Life hack, don't be a bubble or a deuce. Bubbles pop and juices get flushed.
I just don't know why it's like, oh, Jeremy can't say this, Jeremy can't say that. It doesn't make sense. Like, if they really wanted to make a good argument, like, oh, We don't want anyone talking about this. Get a gag order for everyone and do other things.
They don't have other things. Their podcast is the Daily Germ. Like that's their only like I have 8 court cases I'm covering right now, 1 trial we're watching, and I have another trial that just wrapped up that I'm covering after this one. We do one night a week. We watch court trials for 2 hours.
Oh, so you're just like, yes, argue for me, humans.
Well, I'm on Wednesdays. Generally, it's Wednesdays. This week it was Thursdays because I had a migraine. But, and I did an extra stream reading that document that dropped on Wednesday. So I did a stream in the morning, and then came back at like 5:30, did a stream, and then was supposed to take an hour break and do another stream, and like I couldn't. My brain was like, no.
It's a lot. Like, even looking at this, I read through the amendment. I read through like some of what's been going on, and of course, I do the transcripts to give to Jeremy. And it's like, it's dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, their actions are so detrimental from what I've seen, and just yapping all the time. You're not helping yourself.
Nope. If anybody, this is not legal advice. This is life advice.
Keep in mind, all we have to do is request to record the depots. Depots are not typically recorded.
How
that
are
is
you
very
tonight?
true.
That is true. And it's like, and trying to stop Jeremy from sharing a deposition that is literally publicly available.
Like, stopping anyone to get a depo is dumb.
Well, that's the thing. They go after my my channel because I'm putting my opinion out there. I'm literally reading documents and telling what I think of what the judge said or what the lawyer said, and what I think based on what I've seen, if that statement is accurate, appropriate, like, or hilarious, and like, you know, like, oh, it's just funny the fact that they like, I'm like, yeah, hey Jeremy, you want a link?
Yeah, come on in, man. Like, because I'm at a very so me coming into this, I'm in a very precarious, I guess, position, because I look at like how the Lees and Bruce and all of them behave, and I'm thinking, you guys just got like named to possibly be added to a lawsuit. The smartest move is shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and the thing is this playing devil's advocate. And no problem. I hope everything went well. The thing that they don't understand is, for some reason, they think that the judge is going to say no. Even if the judge was originally going to deny that motion adding Bubbles' conduct in the deposition on Thursday, if and take this with a grain of salt, because I don't believe 100% of things.
You know that's offensive to my people, right?
Unless I see things with my own eyes, I don't 100% like, you know.
Oh yeah.
But if Bubbles even acted a quarter of the way that Jeremy said that he did in that deposition, if that judge wasn't going to deny, or was going to deny that motion before, he's not now. I've learned one thing. Watching court cases, and I don't do many federal cases because they're not recorded, so it's kind of like,
yeah. Not a lot of content to farm.
And the documents cost money.
Chat, so, no one tell Squid what I did.
What'd you do? Oh, you put your... And see, I'm not like that. People helped me grow, so I'm like, if you're in my chat and you have a channel, like, drop their links. Like, you know, I'm not like I don't want to gatekeep YouTube, like, or content. So if people are in
Yeah.
my chat and they have their own channels, I want my mods to drop their links. Like, because that's the only way that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't see it as like,
Rising
oh my
tides
God.
raise all ships.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to, like, yeah, sometimes it was like, oh, they grew faster than me. But then it was like, I'm still growing. So what's the point? What's the problem there?
Exactly.
Like, I might not be growing as fast as I want to. And well, I wasn't. And then somebody decided to talk about my daughter. And all of a sudden I gained 1,000
That
subscribers in like
was
3
that
days.
was one of the weirdest things I've seen. Email a link and such.
Do you
He'll
have the,
answer 3 questions, but then he has to go. I don't have his email. Well, I have the public one.
that's all I have too.
Yeah, send it
Do you
to
want
the
to,
public one.
okay. I had the public one. I don't know if I have it anymore. I've only used it once. So I don't have like a do.
But yeah, Squid, if you want some help like making some of your streams into YouTube shorts, I've been back on my editing kick.
Yeah, usually I'm good with making shorts. It's like actually sitting down and recording a video that I'm like so bad at. Like I can't, like, for some reason, even though for some reason I forgot how to use my mail app. I don't know.
You're on Mac, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those like when you use your phone all the time.
Oh
And
yeah.
I know this is really random, but I have it written down somewhere, but can you tell me what Jeremy's email is? Sorry, Jeremy. Well, the thing is I feel bad, and that's part of the reason that I didn't cover it, because like sorry, Jeremy, I didn't know who you were until you came on Megan's channel. Like, and it's one of those things of like, they think that I'm like this super fan, and it's like,
There you go. I DM'd it to you on Discord. That's the
okay.
public one. Yep.
Thank you. That's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to send it to the wrong person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, it's always content though. It's
There
an
is
opportunity for content.
Well, there is somebody that has a Twitter name close to Jeremy's, and somebody kept tagging them in posts, and they responded back, "I'm not Jeremy Ailes. Please stop tagging me." And I'm like,
You're good, poor Marine. You're all good.
poor Marine. Hey, buddy.
I don't expect people to accept me 100%. If they do, that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. I just let people choose how they want to view me.
Your channel is Kingdom of Eat. I don't have your link, but everybody, hold on. I have to. This is where I'm like still getting used to how many people I have in chat on a daily basis. It's bizarre. I don't know how to handle it. This is not my
Yeah. If you want, I could work with you.
I know how to do it. I'm just slow. So like,
so am I.
Well, here's the thing, Robert. It's not that I make everyone better, but like, why tear someone down when like it's not worth it?
I personally just howdy.
Welcome to my channel.
Well, thanks for having me. 3 questions. We've got to work all night, and then we got a flight tomorrow, so we don't have much time. But if you got 3 burning questions, I'll try and answer them for you.
I don't really. It's not a burning question, but every time Deuce is in my chat, he tries to provide me with unsolicited advice, where on something he knows nothing about? Does he do that in person too?
Well, I will share with you that in the transcripts, you will see the magistrate stopping him and literally yelling at him. And you're not going to hear the tone. You're not going to hear the volume. But the magistrate continues because he continues to interrupt me as I'm answering questions. And he just doesn't know how to shut up. So he was literally doing it in court. The magistrate threatened to have him locked up that very day. And so, yes, the answer is he does it nonstop. For some reason, he thinks he's the smartest and the greatest in the room. And the planet knows he's the exact opposite.
I'd unironically be a better lawyer.
Well, and I just have a random question about the judge. I've looked into this judge a little bit, and I've seen some other things in interviews that he's done. He seems to have a presence when he walks in the room, like he walks in the room and everybody just like looks at him. Does he have that actual presence, or is that just a online thing?
You know, I found him very personable. He brought us into his chambers, and there was a waiting room outside of his chambers. And for over an hour, he laid the ground rules down, and he tried to be very nice. And he literally said, listen, he goes, you know, most disagreements can be just talked out. And that's what I want to do with you guys. I want to talk this out because this is a federal case. And yes, it's stressful. And we can make this work. Let's make this deposition work the way it's supposed to. And so I found him extremely personable. I found him extremely passionate about justice, about truth. And Deuce got him yelling and screaming before, during, and after. And so I found him, you know, this may sound silly since we don't know each other, but I was literally looking at him and going, this is a younger version of Jeremy Hales. He upholds standards, values, morals. He believes in truth and justice. He doesn't like lying and manipulation. And so I just found him extremely personable to the fact, and I don't know if I shared this on my video yesterday, at the end of the deposition, Deuce begged for 5 more minutes because he wanted to put a nail in the coffin for me, which there was no coffin. He had no opportunity to build a coffin. He doesn't even know how to formulate a sentence to ask a question. And so he puts in there from my live stream stating that from the magistrate's own mouth, he said, file a motion, we'll do sanctions, we'll be in Pensacola. And he puts that as exhibit 102. And the magistrate goes, so what? That's exactly what happened, except it was my assistant because I was in court. And the nail in the coffin for Deuce, in my opinion, the magistrate was born and raised in Ohio, and he was born about half hour away from where Hales headquarters is. And when it's all done and everything's off the record, I go, OH! And any Ohio Buckeye knows you follow up with IO. And the magistrate goes, IO! He goes, this Saturday, it's our day, man. And you just see Deuce melt. So
I lived in Cincinnati from the age of 6 to 8, and I lived in Scioto County from 8 to 16. So 8 to 15. So
Scioto County is a very, very, very poverty-stricken county too.
Very drug heavy.
Very heavy drugs.
My stepsister still lives there, so she's the biggest Ohio State fan I know, and I am not. So
I do gotta ask, involving Shara's depot, was the behavior also noted by the magistrate involving how he behaved?
Yes.
How bad was the response?
So remember when I said that the magistrate set us down for over an hour before we even went into the depot?
Yes.
No magistrate should have to do that. I mean, a deposition is very, very clean cut, very forward, and very simple. You ask questions based on the case. And so he literally ripped into Deuce for his behavior before, during, and after. And yes, he made mention of all of those things, and particularly where Deuce tried to put the nail in the coffin with me, bringing up my live stream. And the magistrate goes, yeah, that's in reference to that actually happened. But the message was from my assistant. Well, whether it's from your assistant or from you, it's still from the court, and it's from his office, which means it's from him. And so he goes, "What's the big deal?" And he literally tells Deuce it's like babysitting his kids. He's telling Deuce, I have to tell you what I tell my young children. And he was not happy at all. Every incident where the magistrate got loud, started to yell, raised his voice, got frustrated, was all incited by Deuce, and it was constant. To the point, the whole incident where he goes, I have never in my life had to call the marshals and have somebody locked up. I will do it right now. And he's looking at Deuce. Now, you also have to understand that he's a very fair magistrate. So this is like you're telling your kids, you tell your kids, and one of them has an offense, and you're telling your kids, listen, you do that again, this is what's going to happen. And then you tell the rest of your kids, and that goes for all of you. And that's what the magistrate was doing. It was all incited because of Deuce. It was being told to Deuce, and then the magistrate is going, and that goes for everybody, even though it was all centered towards Deuce. So that is 3 questions. I do have to go. We have very intense schedules. Enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And thank you for
Christmas.
your prayers, your support through this horrific time in our lives.
Hopefully next year gets better for him. Oh,
Hopefully things improve.
hopefully. Like, I just like, sometimes, like, okay, making it political, but sometimes, when a certain politician talks too much and like you agree with him for most of it, but like sometimes you're just like, stop talking, like stay off Twitter, like,
Oh God, we're getting political. I'm a liberal. What do I do?
When well, I don't really care.
No,
like,
I know. I like messing with you.
You agree with somebody, but then sometimes you're just like, okay, I agreed with you, but you need to stop talking before you say something stupid. Like, and that's what's kind of like Bubbles. Like, he starts off with like, I see where he's going. Like, I see where he's trying to go with a question. And then he rambles and it just goes off the bar or off the,
Like, it reminds me of okay, so I know it's like a one-off, but I remember in one of my live streams a while back when I was still like good with the Lees and everyone, I remember I was watching a DJ Radis thing and I had to tell Bruce in the while he was in my chat, hey, I cannot just watch this video 1-to-1. That's not fair use. And he would continuously say in the stream chat, stop pausing, stop talking over it, just play the damn video. So it's
Obama,
it's
if
weird.
you know. If you know, like, if you know. Sorry, it's just hilarious to me. Like, I just can't, like, it just doesn't. Sometimes you're just like, just stop talking. Like, stop talking. But I'm like that with everybody. I was admittedly like Jeremy when I was, or like that with Jeremy when I was reading the deposition transcript. I'm like, just stop. Like, just like, I agreed with the first half of what you said. And then like, stop. Like, but what I wanted to ask people, so I have this, I need to mess with my camera some more.
Oh
But,
boy,
like,
tech support chat. If she disappears, we are
it's not
going to be
even that.
watching fish videos.
It's not even that. It's showing that I have hair that is actually like on top of my head, where my other camera was so dark and with my lighting that like I blended in with the curtains.
So with that, when you go into the Insta3, the like controller program, for your, let's see, view, more. Did they get rid of that thing? That's so annoying. But so for StreamYard, it doesn't matter how high quality you set up your camera to be on the application. You're going to be locked into 720p on StreamYard at your maximum
let's see if I-
quality.
Even am in 720 because
Yep. You just go into settings, camera resolution.
wait, there we go. Oh, I was on 480p.
Yeah, I could count the pixels.
Yeah.
But-
Hey, and I have to admit, thank you, Slug. This is the first stream I've done all week where I haven't cried.
Hell
So,
yeah.
StreamYard already costs $50 for its basic program per month, from like
I
$13 to $44.99.
Squid,
like-
I will put together a whole guide for you to use OBS. All I would need is and I'll work with you off stream for this too, what your system's specifications are. I will work with you so you never have to pay just to have good quality live streams, because
And
it
overall,
shocks me.
And hold on a second. I have to open up my studio and control room. So I changed it to. I went away from it so that I could do something, and I didn't open the chat. So
OBS and StreamYard Ultra 150 for the year. That's what I do. But OBS on its own, sometimes you don't need an overlay, because you will also just be able to stream in 1080p 60 FPS for free. You just need to set everything up.
I don't know if I want that resolution on this face. We got some I call this the FU line, because when I'm looking at people when I'm in a court case and I'm looking, this is the
yeah,
that line shows up.
How dare.
Hose picker. Slug, my lack of trust for people makes it hard to believe in you, but a mutual online friend has convinced me to give you a chance. So until proven differently, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Trust me, when he first came on Vet Nation stream, I was like that too. I'm sitting there
What's this dumbass doing? What's this boy yapping about?
I'm just I'm just gonna listen, and I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
this, or I can do this, Kevin. This. But
I was like, I heard my name. I'm like, God, what did I do? It was the mom voice too. I'm like,
somebody in real life the other day called me Squid, and I'm like, you don't even watch my channel. You don't even subscribe to me. So that's weird. That's just weird.
Chat, the reason why for the two mics, one is for the main PC, this one's for the streaming PC.
And I appreciate the fact that you think that was a great interview. That was Jeremy showed up in chat for the first time ever, and it was all I know is to be hospitable and say, hey, you want a link? If people say no, that's fine, but I always offer, because and this was supposed to be an impromptu, help me fix my camera, help me try out a new camera, because I always like to try to do it before I stream, because that way, if I'm actually doing a stream where I'm watching a court case, I don't want to be a distraction with tech not working. So we figure,
yeah,
well, Well, it's just things that I think about that go through my head because I'm like, I've I've researched the judge a little bit, watched an interview of his, and he just seems to have this like air about him, this confidence that because he's young and he's already a federal judge. So like there's got to be some like, you know, personality there or some like presence that sets him above and apart from everybody else his age.
The fact he's
So
a judge at around what, maybe 40, 50?
40, 42,
Yeah, that's
I think.
pretty rare.
think.
Like, pretty rare.
Yeah, like the other day with my mic. The sad part about that is I had done a stream testing my mic to make sure it worked. And for some reason my headphones got confused. Yeah, I didn't want to tell Jeremy that we call him Judge McDreamy.
Oh,
Like-
why? Why do y'all do this?
'Cause
We're
we
always
get,
watching. We appreciate quality content creators.
what is
See,
my
you got
relationship with Mr.
you got caught calling the judge Judge McDreamy, Squid.
I'm engaged. I'm not dead. Like, like, we're always watching in a non-creepy way. We appreciate. Well, thank you. It's kind of one of those situations where it's like I got my YouTube start as a mod for Megan, and if anybody has watched a court case with Megan, she comes up with nicknames for people like Judge Grudge. We had the Tuft of Justice, which was a judge in Maya's case. Like we have we have nicknames for people. So when I saw him, like I think the Wilborn said it is Georgie had said he's like McDreamy, and I was like Judge McDreamy, and then it stuck. So like
I still find that so funny. Like everyone's
and I put it in my
thirsting over
thumbnail.
this judge.
I wouldn't say thirsting, but I can appreciate a good
You're
looking
calling
man when
him
I see it.
Judge McDreamy, though.
Yeah, but we call it Rugu Mama. Do we not have nicknames for just about everybody? Like
I'm waiting till I get like a really weird nickname, or at least I find out the one that everyone gave me back in the day.
I was Chipmunk, but it's the cheeks.
I could see
Because
it.
even when I'm skinny, they don't go away. So
I think it might be
Does
like a
Mr. Squid
bone
know?
structure thing.
does Mr. Squid know? I always say 'cause he has a former White House press secretary that he thinks is a very attractive woman, and I always call it his politics girlfriend. I was like, your girlfriend's on TV again. Your girlfriend's on TV again. We've known each other since 2005, so like we're we
I'm
started
trying
this
to do
whole
the math. 9
19
years?
19
Oh, yeah.
2005.
I forgot
2005.
to.
There's a nickname weirder than Slug.
There are, yeah.
And there was a comment up here that I wanted to. Kevin, what is your relationship with Mr. Squid? He's gaming right now, but I'm probably annoying because I talk too much, but he's the silent type. So
He's the guy in the COD lobbies that doesn't do any call outs, and he's just in the zone. Everyone's like, where are you?
He's the ultimate troll.
I can see
Between
that.
So we watch a lot of college football in this house, which was going to be part of my stream for tonight. I was going to ask some questions to people. So at his work, they have a group chat. They have like a Microsoft Teams, and they were all talking football, the games from a couple weeks ago. And there's a guy who's a big Texas Longhorns fan, and the guy was talking crap to him for like an hour straight, and then all day on and off in this Teams whenever they get back to their desks after working, like because they go out, they do a little work, they come back to their desk, fill out paperwork. He would talk crap to him like all day. Mr. Squid at the end of the day just goes, because his the guy's avatar was the Longhorns logo. and he goes, your picture's upside down, and logs off the computer. So if you don't know, Longhorns fans get very uptight about
I'm
their
not
horns down.
gosh, I don't know how to say that. I'm not a sports fan other than MMA and UFC because I used to be a martial arts teacher up until I was 22.
Have you ever
And
heard of Duke Rufus?
Duke Rufus?
Duke Rufus.
I have not. I just watched the fights and
Oh,
analyzed
hold on a
like
second.
styles and technique.
Hold on. Let me see if I can open up a picture. I have something to show you.
Chat, this might end up dreamy character.
Shush. That's me.
Where? Oh, in the little corner?
Right there.
Oh, wait,
Bottom
in the middle.
orange shirt. Yeah, you can see the tattoo.
Yeah. Hey,
That's how I
that's
can prove who I am.
badass. That's
So,
a UFC gym, right? More MMA rather than like
it has everything.
one style.
It has everything. But this was after
Ooh.
MMA class. So
Nice.
yeah. So there's a few like Duke Rufus is in the back. This is Daniel Vanderlei. He's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach. Like there's a few fighters that were UFC quality. There's a few that were actually in the UFC for a couple of fights.
Ooh.
I don't think Biggie in this picture, but Mike Rhodes, he it's where Anthony Pettis trained.
Nice.
Yeah. So I actually got to roll with Sergio.
Oh, lucky.
I know. I'm so like, yeah.
I'm such a pain in the ass whenever I'm rolling with someone because I talk a lot. And if I have
Really?
someone, yeah, I know.
No idea.
Whenever I have someone in a submission or in like just a good hold, I'm like, hey, are you okay? How you feeling? They're like, shut the fuck up and get off me.
Like, okay, DW, this one's for you. I didn't know we were going into a share Squid's life time, but like,
Chat,
so.
she did figure skating.
Yeah, I did figure skate and I worked for the Milwaukee
Wait,
Admirals for a year.
I was joking. I didn't know I was right. What the fuck?
So hold on. Gotta stop the screen before I so this is getting back to like a throwback. Like these are not things I thought I would,
Yes, chat. I am nicer than people expect. Surprisingly.
Sometimes. He's just sarcastic. If you take everything he says seriously, you're going to be pissed off.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a lot calmer now than I was back in like September and October and August.
I think most of us are calmer. I don't know if this video will share, but we're going to try it.
She did the spinny thing, chat. She's spinning. She's doing the thing. She's fucking spinning.
So, like, I did. There's proof.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I got so much to say about this, but,
Man, I got sent a video game today to review. It's that Funko Fusion, like the Funko Pop people. You don't know what Funko Pops are? Your wallet must love you. They're these tiny, like big-eyed, big-ass head vinyl statues. But they sent me a game to review. So that was fun. That's the
And then
coolest thing I got.
I worked at a haunted house when I was in college.
Hey, nice.
Like, I know I'm going like the history of Squid's life.
Here we have Squid.
Got shot in the head.
You know, you were
So-
ahead of the game.
And I'm very pale. Very pale.
Is
Even
it
more
bad
than I
that
am
I
now.
is it bad that I didn't see much of a difference between how pale? Is it bad?
That's a squid with no wrinkles. I mean, honestly, it's a squid with no wrinkles. Like,
A stress-free squid.
yeah, it's a squid with no wrinkles. It's a squid who is 23, 24.
Oh, Lord.
Like,
Let's see.
You
Can
know.
I do the thing?
And-
Please.
and hey,
There
Stats,
we
it's
go.
good to see you in here. Like, oh, Patrick, thanks for the one gifted Squid Pro Club membership. I don't know who that went. Oh, who that went to? Hold on, Katie. Are you having a rave all by yourself?
Yeah. They won't invite me to the raves anymore because I ate all the edibles. And then I tried becoming friends with a chair.
I swear, I'm like the one person on the planet who's never smoked weed. Ever.
Weed's pretty mid.
Uh,
Okay, mid means mediocre.
I know what mid means.
I didn't know. I don't know
I watched
what knowledge.
I watched a sports podcast that literally has a segment called "It's Mid."
Look, I was being look. I was
So-
being accommodating.
So Robert, the funny thing is I was out at when I was younger, I think I was like 27 or 28. I was out at the bar with my dad because I'm from Wisconsin and we do that. But I was like, he said he talked to about something. And I found out when I was in college that my mother had got arrested for possession when she was 18. But I didn't find that out till college. Yeah. And he I told him, and he's like, "You didn't know that?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "I knew that." I'm like, "Well, good for you." And I was like, "Am I the only person on the planet who's never smoked weed?" He looked at me and went, "Yes." Like, okay. When even your dad says you're the only person on the planet who's never smoked, you got a problem. Like, ugh. I am always, yeah, that's not me. Like,
Is it really necessary to
a host
drop?
picker, and it's fine. Necessary to drop so many F-bombs in someone else's channel. Would you feel bad if Squid? And he won't be, because I talk the same fucking way. Like, if I talk that way on my channel, I have no problem with other people. Like, it's so host picker, I appreciate your concern, but that's not a thing with me. Like, that's not a, trust me, and Slug knows if he says anything that would get me yeeted off YouTube, I'd yeet him. Like,
Yeah, like YouTube is very against slurs or like graphic descriptions of certain events and things of that nature.
or any video that shows the red stuff that comes out of your arm when you poke it.
Yep. Or any adult content in a sense.
Yeah. So host picker, I appreciate your concern for my channel, but do not get mad at Squid or Slug for that. Like,
Plus majority of what gets demonetized is if like, because like I've had YouTube for quite a while. I've been monetized, demonetized, but YouTube's very picky if you're like really making all of your content just that to a point where it would make a sailor blush.
Well, and they also, when you go to monetize your channel, sometimes they ask you about things and you can like pick and choose and you can see what will get you what will keep you monetized and what will get a video limited or demonetized. Like
Oh yeah.
so you can actually see, you can put cuss words in your thumbnail and still be appropriate for monetization. So like people are like, you have to watch what you say. The F-bomb is not
Yeah, it's not
not
a fucking problem.
yeah, it's people might think it is, but like
I
it's
think
the
a lot
least
of
of YouTube's worried.
I think a
Worries.
lot of people that kind of have been in the chat, because this is kind of how I've noticed, like on all sides, from what I've seen, people have this, from what I've seen in the chats, they've had this perception that YouTube follows the same vulgarity or like obscenity rules as TV. Like, and
It
like,
there's no FCC,
yeah,
guidance.
YouTube is very picky. You just have to word everything properly. Like you can say like the PDF word in its entirety on YouTube if you're not like overdoing it or doing, and if it's relevant, you know what I mean?
Oh, Slug.
What's up?
Speaking of this, two awesome dogs. Slug isn't like the lawyer from Michigan. Speaking of the lawyer from Michigan, let me one of the things that I do have in my bookmarks.
Oh lordy. Chat, we're gonna see more AI generated images of Judge McDreamy.
No, this is just something that somebody sent me back in early November, and I've been waiting to use it. And I showed it when I read the amended complaint the other day. But
Yeah.
I don't know if Jeremy has seen this. And since he was in the chat and is kind of occasionally, watching, this is Attorney David Helm, ethical misfit. Tri-County hearing panel number 11. This is back from 2014, so this is not recent. This was 10 years ago. Negligently handled his attorney trust account, failed to safeguard client property, wrote at least one check on insufficient funds, violated or attempted to violate rules of conduct, knowingly assisted or induced another to do so, or did so through the acts of another. Sound familiar?
I'm not making any accusations.
Nope.
Whatever was just said was said by Squid.
Yep, this is all me, and this is as a consequence of his misconduct. Michigan Supreme Court punished Dave by gifting him with a complimentary reprimand. So, yeah.
I personally have no opinion on that.
I do not like this person. This is the only person on the planet that is banned from my channel. Bruce is not even banned from my channel. The person with the screen name Bud Light is not banned from my channel. But MLS is banned from my channel. So I've been waiting to share that for a month and a half.
I'm just looking at I look at like the other side. I'm like, y'all lost the argument when y'all began to do the same things you're accusing other peoples of doing.
Well, what's funny about it is when I was watching Jeremy's video or his live where he talked about adding people, and when he mentioned MLS, I like went, woohoo! Because I can't I can't legally get the revenge that I want for him sharing our Twitter DMs in a video because he got mad at me. So, and I didn't just use that as revenge and just throw that out in public like I wanted to. I waited till it was an appropriate time and being added to a lawsuit about ethics. This is an appropriate time to share.
I really think that all the people added to that lawsuit, if they get added, I hope that if they get added, they just go bzz and
won't.
let lawyers handle it. I can
They
be
won't,
hopeful. I can hope people can do better. I can be
which
positive.
plain devil's advocate, it would be the best thing for their case to just stop talking. However, it would be the best thing for Jeremy's case if they just keep doing what they're doing, because the more they talk, the more they screw up. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it would be better for them if they stopped talking, but we all know that I don't think that's actually humanly possible.
I liked at this point, I kind of want people to improve because it honestly would be hypocritical if I didn't want people to improve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And Legal Vices had this phrase, be better. And like, I keep wanting to repeat it to people. I keep looking in the mirror and saying it to myself too. But like, you know,
I
when
think
I
I
see
have
stuff,
a
it's like,
shirt on my merch store that says be better or do better. Let me see. Oh, I do have a design on my merch store that says be better. I
I need
put
to get a
this out
merch
a
store.
while back. If you want, I could help you out with designs and such.
I have some designs in mind, and I have some people that are kind of thinking things up with me, but I just don't
Hell
know how to go
yeah.
about actually like doing it. Like, because there's a difference between like having
Teespring.
designs.
There's Teespring. There's Fourth Wall. There's TeePublic, Redbubble. There are a
And
lot of
here's the
different
thing.
websites.
And I want a specific, and I have to look at the companies because I want a specific brand of T-shirt. Because I like the feel and I like the cut.
Yeah.
So like, I have a specific like brand of T-shirt that I want to use. So, oh yeah, I watched that. Sort of. It was kind of, yeah. I'm glad I don't play Lego. Seems triggering.
Man, Legos are fun. They've been very calming. Throughout all this, I got so fucking stressed.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play Legos, but I'm at the point where like I don't want them in my house before she learns how to pick up her toys. Because one, right now, she would just put them in her mouth, which is not a good thing. And second, they'd be all over the house and I would step on them at 6 o'clock in the morning. And that does not sound like a fun time to me.
I have stepped on them, and they're my own Legos. I have no one to blame but myself, so I just sit there and suffer. Though I'm going to head off and go annoy Mike. Thank you for having me on. If you need any tech support, let me know anytime. You can call me on Discord or from my phone. But have a great night, everyone. And
see ya. Thanks for coming
buy
on.
Legos.
This was supposed to be like a half an hour stream, and here we are like an hour and a half later.
Hell yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so this was you swallowed a Lego. Gosh, man. Please tell me you were a little child when you did that. Bye, Slug. Yeah. Someone on an expert stream is actually a designer and is doing the expert. Would that be Rosalind? And the expert is on right now. So I am going to get going soon. But I want your help. For those of you who know college football, Cody is Camelot. He has a YouTube channel. He has a lot of subscribers. Let's see. Cody has 229K. So he was also a friend of Legal Vices. So I am going to for those of you who watch college football, I need your help. I have picks that I need to make. So like we have, not that I'm aware of, but I have not dived that, like I have not seen anything. I do know what law school he went to. I just can't remember it at this particular time because I'm on the spot. But 5 minutes after I turn off this computer, I will be able to tell you. That's why I generally have to take notes for things, is I forget. So, my college football people, I need your help. I am 2 out of 3 in I got my money back. Oh, Patrick, did you see you have you changed colors? So I am going to share. So sports betting is illegal in Georgia, except for Prize Picks. So I have a little bit of it's not an addiction because I don't do it all the time, but like you had talked to me a while ago when I started about when I wanted to add more mods, and going from when I only had 700 subscribers, it wasn't really a thing. Like I didn't need more, I had enough. But now that I have 2,700, that number still freaks me out. Like I don't know how to. I still don't know how. Like the 107 people here, I'm literally talking about Prize Picks for football. Like it's amazing to me how supportive people have been of my channel, and it's hard to do. So I don't know if you guys have ever listened to Prize Picks before, but this is how Prize Picks works. This is my current thing. You basically just hit over or under. So last night, JC French, the quarterback for Georgia Southern, I chose less than 235.5 passing yards. Jeremiah Love, a running back for Notre Dame, over 81.5 rush yards, because I know Notre Dame likes to run the ball, and because Indiana's defense isn't so great, they'd probably be able to run it down their throats. So all I need is for the game to be over with Riley Leonard throwing less than 26.5 pass attempts, and I get turned $20 into $45. So there is other stuff here. This is the board for this weekend. And I'm like, so there's a lot of games this weekend. And I'm like, I need help, because when I ask Mr. Squid, what, not sure about that last one, the less than 26.5. Well, here's the thing. If he goes over, I at least got my money back. I'm always conservative with it, because if you get 3 out of 3, you get more. But if you choose the flex, which is like, the passing yards. Oh, I already won that one. So Roy asked an important question. Oh, yes. Please. Anything for Legal Vices, either links to his, if you haven't subscribed to him, links to his channel, links for GoFundMe's. I know Rogue Mama, can you post the link for the fan Twitter page, the memorial Twitter page or X page? Yeah. And Roy, y'all never need to ask if anybody in the channel has links or has a channel, post their links too. I am never one to tell people no, especially because people posted my links all the time. So, who did I have with Notre Dame rushing yards? Hold on. I had. Nope, I just doxed myself. I had Jeremiah Love. He has 91 rushing yards, so I won that. So to detail, if I hit 2 of 3, I won 1 time, so I got my money back. But if I get 3 of 3, I get 2.25. So, it's kind of one of those things of like, all I need is for Riley Leonard to get less than 26.5 pass attempts. And I but it's just something like I got a free like $50 thing and I've been playing with that ever since. So, oh yes, if anybody has any links for anything to do with Legal Vices, please post them, because I wasn't super close with him, but Legal Vices was my friend, and he will be missed. And this is the only stream where I've been able to talk about him and I haven't cried. I also have been avoiding the topic of like I've seen a bunch of people put out videos, and like I made it about a minute into Meme Copium's video and I had to stop. I've kind of been avoiding it because if I avoid it, it's not real, right? Yeah, because I think I'm gonna like turn up, or I'm gonna go to his channel and Maritime Monday is gonna be right there. All right, I need some picks for Texas versus Clemson and Tennessee. Oh, all the ugly orange teams. Poor Marine. Stop. I'm just I had GoFundMe and Gives and Go I like better because they don't have an agenda with your money. And they also, I've never seen anybody complain that Gives and Go won't give someone their money. So we are going to go with, see, and all you have to do is choose 2. So, yeah. I'm just like, I don't know who to. Should I choose the 2 easy ones? Like, and there's my, I don't know. I have a hard time making decisions. I guess because I'm so like, Give, Send, Go is a, like a Christian version of, GoFundMe, where they like, when you go to donate, they said if you can't donate, like share or put in a prayer request for somebody. So it's kind of like, a cool thing where it's like, even if you can't donate, you can still, like, they'll pray for you, or you can put in like a prayer request for the person. Like, so even if you can't share you can't donate, the person knows that someone is like thinking about them. And I know some people are like, thoughts and prayers don't mean much. Well, to know that someone is thinking about you and hoping things work out for you is better than nothing. And positive energy can't hurt. I'm so like, all you have to do is choose like more or less on these things, and I'm like, I get so nervous. But this isn't my money anyway. This is I put like $10 into it, and I've just been like playing with what's there. Ugh. Prayers are always good, but it's one of those things of like, yes, and it is like, it's kind of like fantasy football. It's basically you choose, is Nico Iamaleava, I always mess up his name, so I'm sorry. Will he get more than 183 and a half passing yards against Ohio State? And have a good night, DW. And I'm going to redirect everybody over to the expert, but I just need some help with this. And it shows you like 255, 358 against Georgia, 333 against Florida. I'm going to go with less because he's playing Clemson. I don't know. Yeah. I hate Texas. Sorry. I hate any. It's like all three ugly orange colors got into the playoffs. Texas, Clemson, and Tennessee. I hate orange. It's my least favorite color. But I'm like, I'm going to go with less than 259. Because that's just what I do. Holy crap. Thank you, Harry, for the 20 gifted Squid Pro memberships. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to like. And thank Harry if y'all got one of those stats. Welsh Lady Reads, Captain Kern, Rhea Romberg, Marcus King, Paul Amos, Sandy Nichols, Cookies and Milk, Elizabeth Palmer, AJ's World, Lee Sargent, Cunning Linguist, Chud 101, there's TT, Elsie, Christopher Dotson, Leanne, Caroline Doyle, Freaky Cat, April Pfeiffer. Oh, you're so generous. All right, I'm just going to pick some of these and go. Flash fan, I don't know what to tell you, but do you have them turned on? Do you have gifted memberships turned on? Like, I don't know what to tell you. If I could give you one, I would. Let's see. Let's go to studio. And I know YouTube Studio, and I know everything in YouTube Studio. It's just one of those things of like, I have to actually do it. We are going to go over to Friday Night Live. All right, guys, I am going to get off of here. Thanks for joining me for this little impromptu stream. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you Sunday night for pretty much anything goes Sunday Night Unhinged. Have a great night, guys, and tell the expert I sent you. Bye.